Hello, it is I, Steel Cat, and welcome to another stream of the Minecraft Alpha Reshafted, the greatest mod ever made, or something. Welcome Method, welcome Zoo, Soybean, Rye Pie. Yes, we got the Diggy hole vibes today. I honestly, for a split second, I thought about looking up if there's like a jazzy remix of the Diggy hole song that I could just play on a loop in the back. This is a joke, but alas, I did not look that up. I didn't have time. But anywho, yes, long E. Remember when E was a meme? How long ago was that now? That was like the beginning of the surrealist meme era. And this is, I'm still cleaning up the AI, fixed Pathfinder. He's cleaning up the A. Dude, I'm scared. Every time you say you're cleaning up the AI, I'm like, chat, you know, these AI companies are going to spend billions, trillions of dollars trying to create AI. And Method, you're like accidentally going to do it. Just in your basement. While coding Indev Plus. Like the game will suddenly go rogue and escape into the real world or something. Anyhow. You know, all that AI movie stuff. Alright, but yeah, let's see. In the game here, what do we have? Oh, here's my mouse. We've got, of course, I always got to give a shout out to Pikachu. The way he just keeps running like this forever and ever. It's awesome. I tried to get like a snowfall gif today for the winter vibes because there's supposed to be a winter storm coming through. Or supposedly it's already here, but I looked outside. Okay, it's cold. It's kind of barely sort of sprinkling rain, not really. And it's like slightly foggy. Like ever so slightly foggy. And that's it. There's no wind. There's no ice. There's no snow. There's no storm. And there's no winter. They called it a winter storm. They called it an ice storm. But none of those descriptors are present at this moment. So, anywho. And a shout out as always, thank you to my Patreon dudes up here in the top left corner. Thank you for being here. And a shout out to my sinuses, which always start to act up every time I start streaming. It's like right on cue every time. Anywho, let me get the chat where I would let me let's move this out of the way. Let's get the chat where I would like it to be. And let's see. It's behaving. Yeah, for now. Soybean said there's warm outside. Only negative 12 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, things are different up in the great Northeast. Soybeans from. But for me, yeah, here in Bama, where I am currently privileged to reside, it is basically winter. Sometimes winter doesn't happen. When it does happen, it's just cold and miserable, and it just chills you to the bone. But there's no snow. There's like nothing to make it like interesting, nice to look at. It's like no redeeming qualities. Anywho, I'm feeling very negative about Alabama winter this year. Anywho, let's get into the world. Okay, so yeah, let me like turn around and like show you where things are at. So we obviously we've been digging here. You remember the digging from this area. But off camera, I have done some mining off camera, my dudes. Look at this. Look at this. Look at all this. Just behold the hours and hours I've spent. The stacks upon stacks of iron. And I think I used like 4... I went mining, like properly mining. And then I used 4 diamond pickaxes for a while. And this is where the floor is gonna be. This is floor level, and it's let me see here. Yeah, wide level 40. This is the floor level, and I do plan on digging it on the sides as well, which is just daunting to even think about. Just because I know how long this took, and that's gonna take just as long, if not longer, for both sides. Method says he'll also be doing some digging based. Soybean southerners, when it's threatening an inch of snow that doesn't stick to the ground, we're gonna perish. I did build a warehouse basically, but I don't plan on making it look like a warehouse. I plan on, first thing I'm gonna do is place down grass, and that's gonna change the whole look right away just by itself. And then once the grass is down, I might actually move the trees out here, just have more space for the trees, and then use that inner ring for something else. I don't really know. Yes, I did recraft the area. But Tusk. I can hear the like the Friends laugh theme, you know, like don't whatever do it. I don't know how to do it, but if you know what I mean, like that little riff. Oh, this was an incident involving a chicken. I hit the chicken and then with like my fist or something, and I did it while it was jumping, and it got over the fence. And then it, or maybe it went through the door. I don't know. One way or the other, it got through. I forget exactly how. And then there was an incident. So, yeah. That's what that's about. See, where am I at with my iron? Do I have anything in the furnaces? No. Doing good on iron. I am going to go ahead and... yeah, to start this stream, we're just going to dig. We're going to start out this stream by digging. And then we'll do something slightly more interesting after that. So for now, boop. For now, we dig. This is a great place to put an AI data center. Yes, yes. That's me when I look at, like, nature pictures. Like, when I look at Grand Teton National Park or Yellowstone, or, like, a national forest or a majestic mountain with just, like, the clouds and the snow sweeping over it, the sun shining behind it. I'm like, man, this would be a great place to put an AI data center and just like use up all the water resources. I mean, hey, think about it, okay? Those glaciers are melting, right? Why don't we just use the glacier meltwater to cool the AI data center, okay? Think about it, okay? What could go wrong? I think it's a very good use of natural resources. I think this is exactly what humanity should be doing. If anybody's wondering, there was a hint of sarcasm somewhere in all of that. Yellowstone is right on some nice geothermal energy store, but wait, we can't emit fossil fuels that way. So true, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know if I want Yellowstone to be used that way. But I don't know. I want to be able to go outside and touch the grass, man. Still have no ideas for more additions to this mod. Just add everything I suggest, okay, and then I'll be happy. Yellowstone would make a great parking lot. Yeah, just think of all the Dollar Generals we could build there. And Starbucks. And it says it's on the clock the moment I'm done with the Indev Plus cleanup. I'll do beta recrafted and sunset this mod. Yeah, this mod might already be done, complete. What do I suggest? I don't have any suggestions. I just suggest that you add all the things I would suggest if I were suggesting things. Because all my suggestions are like little quality of life things that you don't want to add. Oh, I got a question, you guys. I'm thinking about putting the torches like that. You see on the pillars up there and down there. Or I might do them like that. I think I like this better, but I'm not entirely sure. That could also look better. I don't know. Because here they're three blocks apart. There they're 2 blocks apart. I'm not sure which one is better. Yeah, anywho, let's see. What are we at in life right now? Oh my gosh, this week has been crazy. Like, going to the store. Because everybody thinks it's the end of time. Every time they predict a quote-unquote winter storm or a quote-unquote snowstorm or a quote-unquote ice storm in Alabama, people flip out. Like Walmart, the parking lot was at full capacity at Walmart. And like there's no bread on the shelves now. There's no milk. There's no bananas. Like all this stuff is just gone. People are preparing to be snowed in for weeks. Okay. And probably filling up their gas generators. Like it's absurd. It's absolutely absurd. And again, I looked outside and there's just some dude walking his dog. There's nothing happening. There's no big deal here. Soybean says, I'm trying to lift weights and you keep making me laugh. You're going to need to do age verification to chat join servers in Java in Bedrock. The only silver lining is that it's UK only, but they have plans to expand it to other age verification just to play the craft? Nah, dude. Nah, bruh. Now that ain't cool, man. That ain't man cool. Yeah, no bananas. There were no bananas in the store. It's true. Look at this. I have storage problems, as always. Inventory issues. I have to like think about where to put stuff here. I don't know, I'm just gonna put some of my food away since I'm not mining right now, so it doesn't really matter. I don't exactly need it at the moment. Oh, that's right. I need to turn this into an apple on a stick. I'm gonna do that this stream because we didn't do it last time when we got this thing. So first I have to find. Let's see. I probably need string, and strangely enough, I think I need sticks for the apple on the stick recipe. Something tells me. Okay. I'm no genius, but hey. Okay, maybe it's like a fishing rod combined with an apple. Sure is. Well, first of all, let's just have a fishing rod because we haven't made one yet. And then let's have an apple on a stick. Wait, no. Yeah. Another fishing rod with it. There we go. We have an apple on a stick now. Let's go find a pig. Hold on. Let's put some things away first. Then we'll go find a pig. Oh, my music is playing here. Hold on. I was like, the Minecraft music is coming in. Thank you, CU418, but not right now. I do like that Minecraft music, though. Some of my favorite music in the whole world. Okay, we'll go find the pig later. I still want to do a little more digging. And since it's about control, GTA 6 will... GTA 6 will have this PS2. Oh my gosh. But like, it's for the kids, you know? It's for the kids. It's to keep the kids safe. Keep the kids safe from the bad video games. Which, look, like, that argument would have worked about 20 years ago when the parents were clueless about what was in the video games. Okay, but the kids who played those games have grown up. We know better now, okay? Like, at this point, we all know, yeah, I'm not going to let my 5-year-old play a game called Grand Theft Auto. With, like, the kind of characters they have on the cover. We literally... Method says we literally live in an Orwellian dystopia. Oh, we don't live in an Orwellian dystopia. We're just doing our best to get to the point where we live in an Orwellian dystopia. One little bit at a time. Working in the warehouse. You ever had a warehouse job? Warehouse jobs suck. Okay, just so you know. Fun fact. Warehouse jobs are miserable. Well, it depends. If it's like a, in my opinion, if it's a warehouse job where you're just in the warehouse all day, yeah, it's pretty miserable. But then again, the one warehouse exclusive job that I had, I was stuck inside pretty much the whole day. And when I was outside, there was nothing to look at. I was just surrounded by these like corporately curated little trees everywhere and a parking lot. That was it. That was all there was to see. It was depressing as all heck. This method would be delighted that no MP is now the standard. You don't care about online features. Age verification is unironically. Do they do that in the 1984 book? Is there actually? I haven't actually read the book. Okay, I tried to read it in like, well, I don't know, 7th grade or something, because a friend of mine was reading it, and I discovered, what the heck? Like, the actual book is just, it's a very, I don't know, I haven't tried since. I probably could read it now, but back then I was just, it was like trying to chew a burnt steak. I was like, what on earth? I bet there was no vegetables missing from the shelves. Vegetables? What vegetables? Oh, yeah. There's no vegetables missing from the shelves at Walmart right now. And people aren't stockpiling, like, kale, okay? People aren't stockpiling cabbage. People are like, oh my gosh, we're gonna starve if we don't have cabbage. And they're like, oh, it's just bread, milk, eggs, and apparently bananas. Because there were no bananas. They were gone. They were all gone. We're trying to keep the kids safe by gambling and giving us money. Yes, that's how we keep the kids safe. See, I would buy this whole line of like, oh, we're trying to keep the kids safe. If it weren't for things like YouTube Kids, where kids are less safe on that thing than they are on the regular internet. We should get Legacy Plus to buy Greenland so we can finally have some. Yes, we should do that, guys. We should buy Greenland before Trump does. Okay. And then just let the people there live in peace. But also give them Legacy Plus. Every citizen of Greenland will have a copy of Legacy Plus downloaded to their computer automatically. Bulgaria needs that one place for national security. The Romanians can't defend it. So sorry, I don't know what came over me. Yeah, you know, everyone's entitled to their political opinion. They don't do age verification in 1984, but it's very... Oh, I don't know. Buy Greenland for 2 cents. That's all I have. 2 cents and a bubblegum wrapper. Doesn't strike the same nerve. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't like, oh yeah, I'm gonna upload my ID to some company that might get hacked. Like, no thank you. Steelcat should be the president of Greenland. Or America. Like, which one are you talking about? Because if I was president, what would I even do? Like, if there was some crazy revolution. Okay, let's just imagine, hypothetically. Okay, there's a revolution. Okay, there's like a new revolution. The current government is overthrown. They're like, okay, we're going to select a president. Okay, and then I wasn't even involved in all this, but somehow they find me. Or perhaps you. Okay, and you weren't even involved either, but they find you or me. And they're like, that guy. For some reason, that guy is our new president. What do you do? Do you just say, nah, bro, I'm sorry. I don't know if I want to do this. If I was president, I would fund Armenia. If I was president, I would fund... Gosh, I don't know. I would go read about all the presidents, basically. I would go read about all the presidents and, like, in history, and, like, try to do what the better ones did. Like, oh, that seems like a good idea. You know? Like Teddy Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt was so basic. Okay. Have you seen that meme where Teddy Roosevelt, like, is like a... It's like a prime example of all four corners of the political compass. It's like he's lib-right because he hunted prize animals. He's off right because he expanded the empire. He's off left because of what was it? Was it the national park system? I think no. Or was that live left? Was the national park system? One of the two, and then I forget what the fourth one was. That's true. I'm not old enough to be president. That's true. I still have another 5 years to go. Again, I'll be 30 this spring, so I could be president in 2030. I could run in 2032, guys. Okay. All right. So just give me until then. I'll run for president. Put my name in the docket. Yeah. I mean, crazier ones have happened. Like there was, who was it? Like Vermin Supreme back in 2016. Just a dude wearing a boot on his head or something. He's like, everyone gets a free pony if you vote for me. I think he actually won like one obscure little like low popular. I forget what it was. I think he like won some small thing somewhere in some small corner of America. Just for the memes. My pie's Canadian. Think of Teddy Roosevelt, I think of Robin Williams. Yes, I do too. Yeah. I liked his role as Teddy Roosevelt in that movie. I haven't sipped my coffee yet, guys. Hold on. Not bad this morning. Not too bad. The bear has been cleaned up nice. Should add bobber to Minecraft. I believe I suggested an animal one time. I forget what it was. But I was like briefly fixated on this one. Oh, yeah, right. Was it the North American river otter that I was bugging you to add and you never did? I think that was probably it. Because I like the North American river otter because I think it's the cutest animal in the world. Alright, like those things, they literally just play all day. That's all they do. They just like swim around and just have a great time. They literally just vibe all day long. Okay. Like if we're talking about vibes, North American river otters, that is their entire life. They just swim and vibe. They have a great time. They love life. Like they have no idea that the economy's in the tank. They have no idea that like bad things are happening all around the world. They're just like, yeah, we're just chilling. You know, eating some small fish. We're having a good day. And like if you watch them at the zoo, they're like I was at a zoo in Birmingham, Alabama, and the river otters there, they give them like a slide in their environment, and they just like go down the slide over and over. They love it. Like they're so easy to entertain. It's amazing. They're the happiest creatures. I think of all the animals in the zoo, otters are the one animal that has no clue it's in captivity. It's just like, I'm having a great time. I got a slide. I got this random toy the zookeeper put in here. Don't know where that came from, but it's awesome. I love life. So yeah, I like otters. I think otters are great. Honestly, if I were to make a Minecraft mod and I was gonna add just one animal, just one mob, maybe I'd add two. I'd add penguins to like a snow biome, mostly in honor of Jai, because Jai's cool. And then I'd add North American river otters. I would just call it otter in the game. Though. I'm not gonna name it North American river otter. It's too long. Let's call it otter. And they would just show up in like small bodies of water. Like, if it's an ocean biome, they won't show up. Because North American river otters do not hang out in the ocean. They're not sea otters, but I think there is a variety of otter called a sea otter that does hang out in saltwater. But the North American river otter hangs out in freshwater only. And they're awesome, and I love them. That cow that just appeared. X-Files. He's been abducted. Yes, we do miss Jai. A bobber is a fish. Not a fish. Sorry, a bird, right? A bird. Bobber is a bird. I think. It's kind of bird. I think otters might be difficult to code, though, because of the way they swim. You'd have to, like... The things you'd have to do with their model would be difficult. Bobber is a beaver? Oh. I mean, beavers are cool. Yeah, add a beaver. I like beaver. Their swimming isn't quite as erratic as the otter. It might be easier to code their movement. An otter would be a major challenge to code their movement because the way they swim. They're always twisting and turning. They do this thing where they bend their upper body at like 90-degree angles. Nice one, Soybean. I mean, think about it. There's actually I saw a Facebook page that's just beaver memes. It's about beavers. I know they build dams all the time. Sip my coffee some more. What you need in life is a third hand, because I want to be able to sip my coffee while mining. You know. But it's not possible because then my coffee gets cold. This place is going to be legendary. Yeah, it's amazing how much mining this takes to do all this. I'm gonna run out of pickaxes here soon. I'm gonna have to go get some more iron. Go on an actual strip mining trip again. Where are we at? Oh man. I think I'll take a break from over there and work over here. I've actually been... You notice how I had like stepped up like that? It's kind of like... Remember in school, if you were in trouble, and the teacher had you... Oh, I'm sorry, duck. Chicken, whatever. Remember when... I thought I was playing Indev Plus. You would have to write a sentence over and over, just the one sentence. And then if you were like me, you would go down the whole page writing the first word, and then go down the whole page writing the second word, then go down the whole page writing the third word. But then they would get up, they would figure out you were doing that. They would make you do it again. I can't be the only one who remembers this stuff, right? I'm not crazy. Y'all remember this too. And we're down to my last pickaxe. I was amazed when I switched to the diamond pickaxe for a little while the other day at how much longer they last compared to the iron pickaxe. Never had to do that? Well, maybe you were a good kid. I don't know. I, on the other hand. I was a proud, bad child. And I still am. This is... You were punished like twice in school? Growing up. Let me move my chair. Ugh. You did that once and the teacher was impressed? Oh, wow. Nice. My parents had me do that a few times. It was I don't even remember, but it was like, I will blah 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 blah. You know, they were trying. It was like, I don't know. Every parent, I think, like, gets desperate at some point because like they just can't figure out how to help their child do something basic in life, like remember to take out the trash or whatever. And so they had me write this stuff down. It did not help in the slightest. Okay, like doing this writing thing never helped me even a little. It was completely useless. Like at no point did writing that thing, the same sentence over and over, drill it into my memory in such a way that it would actually come back to me at the appropriate time. I've always been like that. I always have this thing where, like, if the conversation comes up, yeah, I remember that. But at the time when the memory should trigger, it doesn't. I guess everybody's like that, but I don't really know. I'm so close to actually finishing this floor. It's insane. How the hours I've spent this week on this. I've neglected my duties. Go away, pig. Shut up. Go away. Nobody likes you. I've neglected my duties. I've ignored my family. I've taken time off of work. Missed funerals, weddings, anniversaries. Actually sold one of my organs just to fund this project. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I remember it took me ages to write my own name. My grandma used to make me practice writing my name a million times. I guess that makes a little more sense because, like, yeah, you're trying to learn how to write something. So here, just keep trying. You'll get it eventually. Look at that. This room is so big. There's fog. Do you see that fog, guys? There is fog. I'm going to sip my coffee while we start the fog. And this room is going to get much bigger. Probably off camera. This might be my last Alpha Reshafted stream for a while. I might switch back to Indev Plus after this. It's a good chance. Let me go get some more pickaxes. Look at all these chests. By the way, all these chests are just filled to the brim with cobble. I've been saving all the cobble. Why? I don't know. It's like one of those things. Like, remember your dad had in his garage probably just a box of wires and crap? Just in case. Yeah, that's me with these right here. And I'm gonna make some more. Make some more chests for the cobble. That's me with cobble in Minecraft. And pretty much everything in Minecraft. I just store it all in massive amounts just in case. Because you never know, you know? You never know. You just never know, you know? I'll put another one over here. Indev money. What are you going to do with all this cobblestone? I don't know. You never know. We got a large Classic Plus video before it. So another Yoniko videos hit the tower. Oh, look, it's raining. Beautiful, isn't it? And there's even a cloud, so it kind of looks like it's cloudy. This is basically outside simulator right now. Anyhow. Not that I'm going outside. I'm not going to do that. Who would do that? Go outside. Get a grip. Alright, how many pickaxes do I want this time? I am going to mine out the floor. I'm going to finish it. It's going to be great. Glorious. Almost got another stack of iron to cook. People absolutely hate Indev Plus. Like, man, this is not vibes. I don't think he will. I don't think Dialco is capable of hating a mod. Okay. Like, is he really that much of a purist? I think he's gonna be like, man, this is weird and different, but man, this is kind of cool and interesting and a vibe. You're like, whoa, I did not see that coming, dude. I don't know. Y'all ever watch Mojang Blonsky? He's another guy who makes, you know, alpha, beta, whatever content. He actually had a Pocket Edition video recently. I haven't seen it. I don't really have time to watch that much YouTube. So, I don't really keep up on any of these guys, but every once in a while I'll check out something. Yeah, all this cobblestone, I'm probably not going to use much of it, but at some point I'll probably be building some kind of structures down here, I suppose, and I could build them with cobblestone. Again, this world is pretty much unplanned, but it's also just, this is the way, this is like my favorite way to build. It's just dig underground, make geometric things, put things in it, call it a day. So I might, at some point, like if this gets big enough, like this could be just the beginning, for all we know. This, like, right now that's the middle ring. That could become the inner ring. This could become the middle ring, and there could be an even bigger ring outside of here. Who knows? So I might end up building like an underground city or something. Who knows? Who knows what could happen? I'm just gonna keep doing this until I lose interest, basically. And so far that hasn't happened. So hey, I'll take it. I'll take it when I got it. I think he's the one who made Beta Unleashed. Maybe, I don't know. Which is a good little mod. It's just I like Beta Unleashed. It really is just Beta 173 with quality of life fixes. Problem is it's still Beta 173, and I find it kind of boring if it's not on a server. Like in single player, it gets really boring. I don't know why. It just does. On a server, I'll play Beta 173 all day. Like, yeah, let's go. Let's do this, guys. Let's go build a freaking city together. It's gonna be great. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. What else is going on in life? I forgot to mention a few weeks ago I finished on my little I forget what it's called, my little Game Boy thing, little Game Boy emulator thing. I finished Oracle of Seasons. I very much abused save states. I was pretty good about save stating until I got to the Eagle Tower, and then I was like, screw this. Because the Eagle Tower, there's a boss that will blow wind at you, and if you get blown off the tower, you start over. You have to hit him 6 times. And I was like, I'm tired of this. I'm not dealing with this. This is crap. And I'm not a kid anymore. I don't have time to. I just want to play the game. You know, like when you're a kid, like it's no big deal because you have countless hours if you want to sit there and get good. You know, like I don't have time to get good. Just let me beat the stupid boss. This house Minecraft 1.0.0. No. Minecraft 1.0 sucks. You said so yourself. It doesn't really get good. Release doesn't get good until 1.25. Okay. 1.1 is like marginally acceptable. That's why all the mods are made in 1.25, because that's the first version of release that is actually kind of good. Remember, Method says I remember spending 8 hours on a single Super Meat Boy level when I was a teen. Can't see myself spending so much time in the game nowadays. Absolutely not, dude. Life is too short now. We got too much going on. I think I mentioned months ago, like at this point, if I sat down, I could probably calculate how many hours of free time I have left before I die. And it probably wouldn't be, it'd probably be less than the total amount I've had so far. And, you know, just because of childhood. One point at least fixes all the annoying stuff from beta, but adds more depression. Depression crap. Look at that. Just one more little bit of floor to deal with. Then we just gotta dig this up and place dirt and grass. Actually, hold on. I can begin the grass spread already. I can get the grass spread started if I want to by placing some grass right over here. Beautiful. All right. It has begun. Two minutes till what? Oh, 2 minutes of free time. I see what you're saying. I might actually do that one of these days. Like I might have a snow day on Monday. Not a snow day, but like if the roads ice up, ain't nobody going to work. So, and there's a good chance they do on Monday because the temperature's supposed to plummet on Sunday afternoon. After it has been, you know, slowly sprinkling all weekend. So, you know, put 2 and 2 together. There's ice. And we don't have ice trucks around here. So we don't have, you know, salt. Road salt or whatever. So yeah. So yeah, if I do end up having a snow day on Monday, I'm probably gonna stream. I don't know who's gonna be there, but probably gonna stream Indev Plus on that day for the winter vibes, you know. You will do nothing but work, but have all your creative outlets replaced with AI. It's better this way, trust me. Yes. Yes. Everything we want to be is being replaced by machines and algorithms. And everything we don't want to be is just something we still have to do, I guess. But that's okay because it makes funny number go up. So and that's what matters. What really matters at the end of the day, shareholder value. Okay. Every morning I look at myself in the mirror and I say, "Am I increasing shareholder value?" I'm going to increase share. Just kidding. I actually work for a smaller company. It's not publicly traded or anything, so. I am actually not increasing shareholder value, so I am not living up to my full potential. But me says I'm going to work on Monday if hell freezes. Being too cold is a myth. It says I won't be there because you have work. Ah, darn. What would happen if we all went on strike? I don't know, bro. Method, hypothetically, what time of day would I have to stream on Monday? And you could be there to see the Indev Plus. I need to stream... You know what? Next summer, I bet I'm going to stream Indev Plus this summer. Okay. Because heck yeah. And it's going to be a nomadic Indev Plus playthrough. I'm gonna make like a starter base, get enough resources to move on. I'm just gonna have like little temporary bases, and I'll just move a few hundred blocks, a few thousand blocks, whatever it is each time, and just wander across the world, just nomadically. But yeah, what would happen if we all went on strike? Just like literally everybody? That actually would backfire, I think. Like if literally everybody went on strike. That's basically, it's not a strike at that point, it's just a revolution. Like like the economy collapses. It's absolute mayhem. Things are even, that would just make things even worse. I don't think that's a good idea. Like if you're gonna go on strike at like a particular company, like yeah, that makes sense. Well, it makes sense unless you're living in the late 1800s to early 1900s, in which case the Pinkertons will just show up and slaughter everybody. But, you know, that was a different time. I don't know. Okay. If you want like a real revolution that's going on right now, Iran. Iran is in the middle of a revolution right now. Like, it's not getting major news coverage at the moment for some reason, but it is in the middle of an actual revolution. Like, I heard, like, a week ago, 12,000 people were killed in the course of 2 days. 12,000 protesters in 2 days. I think that was just in the capital city, too. Like, not counting the whole country. Yeah, so it means it's the good old days. The good old days when the Pinkertons would just show up and just murder everybody in cold blood to put down the strike. Ah, the good old days. Can't wait to go back. Listen, as much as I feel that anemoia for ye olden times, there's moments like that where I'm like, you know what? Maybe things ain't so bad. A little more grass started. We're gonna turn this warehouse into a greenhouse. Pun intended. See, look at that. It's already looking green in here. Isn't that great? It's gonna be beautiful. I've also thought about covering the ceiling with blue wool, like sky blue color. I don't know if that would look good or not. I mean, I've done it before in Classic, and it looked kind of nice, but that was a different lighting system altogether, so I don't know. That might not look that great with the way the lighting is. That might just look overly artificial. Like, obviously it's going to look artificial, but if it looks like stupidly artificial, I don't know. What am I going to do once we finish the floor in here? Might plant some trees. I don't know exactly what I want to do with this space. I tend to make the space and then make the use afterward in Minecraft. Like, I'll think of some use for it. After I spend hours and hours taking it out. Then I'll do something with it. But yeah, that's happening in the country of Iran right now. I don't know if I should even be talking about that, just because of the way YouTube is, but... I guess since it's not a hot topic, it's not like anybody really cares. For some reason it's not a hot topic, even though it is kind of a major event. considering the geopolitics of the region. And our/Rusland's involvement in the past 40 years. Past 50 years at this point, gosh. Who am I kidding? But yeah, people are calling for they were actually chanting in the I heard, okay, through the grapevine that the protesters were chanting "Long live the king." And they're referring to the heir to the throne. That family was ousted by the revolution in the 70s. And they've been living in exile in Europe ever since. I guess people are calling for that to come back. Because, like, it was better. It was just better. It was a better time back then. In that country. Price says the shareholders disapprove. What shareholders? Okay. Shareholders have no power over me. Okay. I work for a small, non-publicly traded company. Method says it's a hot topic in Europe. You guys just have insane censorships. Yeah. Because we're much closer, geographically speaking. Yeah. Yeah, people aren't really talking about it in America as much. Like, I have to, like, anytime I bring it up, people are like, what? I haven't heard about that. Because the news isn't talking about it. It's kind of weird. It's especially weird in America just because of how, when I was growing up, like, a pin dropped in Iran and it was on the news, okay? But in the past 5 years, it's totally faded away from our national consciousness. We just don't care anymore. All the stuff in Israel and Gaza is very much on the American consciousness, but not what's happening in Iran anymore. Anything that's happening east of there, it's like, who cares? Whereas it used to be a topic of conversation, topic of the news all the time. But I guarantee you, if Trump tweets something dumb about it, it'll be on the news all of a sudden. It's only a matter of time. Maybe that's what needs to happen. Trump needs to tweet something really stupid about that topic, and then everybody's going to know about it. Because the news will cover how stupid the tweet is. And then Viola, we all know. We all know what's happening now. That's the secret. Just a really dumb viral tweet by a high-profile figure, and then we all know what's happening. That's how you get the word out. It's honestly nice working for a smaller company, by the way. Like, if you can, do it, you know? A company that's... Basically, if it's a publicly traded company, it's large enough that it doesn't really know you exist, okay? But, like, I've actually met the CEO, the actual CEO, like, several times. Like, and I even met the owner one time, okay, of the company that I work for. The company I used to work for was even smaller. I was on a first-name basis with the owner of that company, but this one's a little bigger. But it's still pretty small. Like it's small enough that you're not lost in an ocean, you know. You may be a cog in a machine, but at least the machine is smaller, you know, it makes it better. Did you just pronounce Viola as Viola? Yes, Viola. 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 Welcome to Viola. That's just how it's pronounced in America. I'm sorry it's wrong, but... Look, linguistic appropriation. Okay. It happens. Get over it. Okay, you wouldn't believe how many words in my wife's native language. There are countless Spanish words that are just slightly mispronounced. And slightly misspelled from how they would be in Spanish. It's funny. Because the Spaniards were there for hundreds of years. I think it works in a mega corporation and it sucks, yeah. Yeah, I think it would. Welcome, Swinoob. I did not know that viola was purple in Italian, but it makes sense because of the word violet. Problem is I have zero chances of getting accepted at any small local business because I'm not local. Even in America, it's pronounced viola? Okay, that's cool. Well, I'm glad it's pronounced viola in America. My native language has a lot of French words, but we pronounce them properly. Little kid over. I don't care. I don't care about Frenchies, okay? Nobody cares about Frenchies. Actually, I do, because the English language is like half Germanic, half French influenced Italic, so. But mostly Germanic. I think Germanic is still the dominant language structure for English, but there's a little bit of Italic in there. Especially in... That's why English has like 2 words for everything, by the way. That's funny historical fact. Like, for example, beef and cow. Beef comes from the Old French, and cow comes from Old English. So, that's a cow, and when we eat the cow, it's beef. But in, like, Old English, if they said they were eating a cow, they just would have said we're eating a cow. They wouldn't have said we're eating beef. But then the Old French came in, and I think, I don't know this for a fact, but I think English has an unusually high number of words for a language, and that's, again, one of the reasons, is because it's basically a hybrid language between 2 old languages. I think my wife's native language has like 1/3 of the number of words. Or at least I think I read that somewhere. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. I need to actually study it properly. Like I've picked up plenty of it from her, but one of these days I need to sit down and study it properly and really get to know it in an academic sense. Just nerd out a little bit, you know. I don't know how to pronounce that method. I'm not gonna try. Most words are of Latin origin, but the most commonly used in grammar structure are Latin. German. Yeah, German. I'm gonna use a grammar structure. Sleep deprivation. Glorious, yes. Wonderful sleep deprivation. Gotta love it. What could be better than sleep deprivation, you know? That's what it's all about. This is the last layer I have to dig down. Just place a bunch of dirt, and it'll grow into grass. It'll be beautiful. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, but you still know more languages than I do. Come on. I'm like semi-bilingual. I can't even call myself bilingual because that would imply that I'm fluent in the other language, and I'm not. Yeah, and her language is weird because it's... You would think it would have a lot more words than it does, at least from what I've heard. But it has basically 3 layers to it. It has the old language pre-colonization, and then you get the Spanish on top of that for 300 years, and so you get a lot of Spanish words, like especially for the kinds of technology that the Spaniards brought over. So like they didn't use forks before. But now they do, and like their word for fork is just the Spanish word for fork. I think the same thing for chair. Like they didn't make chairs with 4 legs on them before the Spaniards came, stuff like that. But and then everything invented from like the 20th century onward is in English, because after that the Americans brought over a bunch of stuff after the World Wars. And then they have clever insults for the Japanese because the Japanese were not kind to them during the war. So that like they have one of the words they have for the Japanese literally translates to Okay, let me explain. Let me explain. I'll think. If you say Maayong hapon, Maayong hapon means good afternoon, like good daytime. You know, hapon is like midday until sunset kind of deal. Maayong hapon. Incidentally, they also have a word for the Japanese, hapon. Literally the same word, hapon. And what's basically implied in that is during the war, you didn't want to be out during the day because that's when the Japs would see you. And if they saw you, you could be in trouble. So, so to this day, they call the Japanese hapon. It's kind of a dark slang. If you really think of it, it's like a very dark origin for a slang term. And obviously, if you know anything about the Japanese during World War II, you know that being in trouble is not like, oh man, I I could get my wrist slapped. It's like, no. Like, you'd be lucky if you survived. Kind of deal. I took 2 years of German in high school, and I liked it. It was great. I enjoyed it. And I don't remember most of it. I can kind of pronounce it. If I see a German word, I can kind of pronounce the letters correctly. That's about it. At this point. And I remember a few words. For this point, I've been learning my wife's language for so long that if I try to think of, like, the German word for something, I just think of... It's like the part of my brain that is dedicated to learn new language has been overtaken by that, so I don't really remember much of the German anymore. That's okay though. It's not like I need it or anything. I don't think the Germans are bent on world domination anytime soon, so I think I'm good. The Japanese were not kind to anyone. Yeah. No. Yeah. What's crazy is we all remember, like we think about the Spanish and how bad they were to people they colonized, you know. But for the Filipino cultural memory in present time, like, the Spanish were not that bad. Like, if you were outside during the day, okay, just doing your thing, and a Spaniard official found you, and you couldn't speak Spanish, they probably wouldn't care. They'd be like, just another local yokel. What are you gonna do? If a Japanese official during the war found you outside and they questioned you and you couldn't speak Japanese, they would literally just kill you on the spot. So it's like, no questions asked. It's like, oh, you can't speak Japanese? All right. Off to the afterlife with you. He's Spaniard, says Method. There's Christmas music playing right now, but I don't mind. It sounds nice. I'll let it do its thing. It's gonna be so green. I need some more of this. I'll put it, about here, I guess. Sure. It says I'm hungry already. I made some banana bread. Just because, you know, there's going to be like it's supposed to be a cold, stormy weekend. So I'm like, yeah, I'll make some banana bread. That sounds nice. Something nice to have on a cold weekend like this. I made it with whole wheat flour because it's based, you know. Oh, here's something to think about. The AI, on the AI topic. That reminded me because I watched this video. And it was about... I think it's on some recently created YouTube channel called like The Medieval Way or something. It was this whole video about how medieval bread was different from modern bread and how our modern flour is like messed up. And it was really interesting, but like I realized as I was watching the video, oh, this narrator is totally AI. And then I realized, you know what, this kind of sounds like it was written by AI too. And I realized the entire channel is AI. Okay, this entire channel, which is ironically a channel about like standing the medieval lifestyle. Okay. Everything is made by AI. Just it's written, narrated, and probably the imagery might even be AI. Although at this point it's hard to tell sometimes. It might have been stock footage that was just randomly selected. I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty messed up. And there's something I've started to notice, okay? And it's going to be hard to describe. But I've started to notice on posts all over the place a writing style. A writing style that repeats over and over and over and over. I keep seeing it everywhere. And how would I describe it? Okay. There's a few markers that I might be able to describe. A few markers for it. One, you'll see like an opening paragraph that's very short, like 2 to 3 sentences. And then it'll say then you'll have some very short sentences that are spaced like paragraphs, like or like simple words or whatever. Because it's trying to evoke a certain sense of like pacing of the words. Like I can tell what it's going for. And I used to see posts that did that back in the day. But the AI is like way overdoing it. To the point that it's becoming very obvious that these are all being written by people are just using AI to write their posts anymore. I think I know. I think I might actually come back next week with some examples of what I'm talking about because it is very pervasive. I'm seeing it everywhere. Another thing it does a lot is it'll say things like X is not Y, it's Z. Okay. You'll see AI do this a lot. It'll say, like maybe the post is about, you know, nostalgia for old cars. It'll say something like, old cars weren't just rolling hunks of metal. They were fashion statements. Okay. And it'll say that multiple times in a single post. It'll say, X is not Y, it's Z. Like trying to manufacture meaning or something. Hold on. There's some iron here. It'd be silly to let this go to waste. Alright, let's build. Do I need to fill it up with cobble? No, but it makes me feel better. So yeah, it'll... That's kind of two things it does. The X is not Y, it's Z. And like a short introduction with... Or maybe there's no introduction, it just jumps straight into the little micro sentences. But it overuses micro sentences. Again, to make it feel like the writing has like a slow, pausing, like reflective tone kind of deal. And basically, it's a writing style that I've seen people use, but it's much more subtle when people use it. And now that I'm seeing this everywhere, it's like, I remember when AI was first coming out, and like people were using it to write stuff. I don't remember AI having a writing style like this. I remember it being like AI, you just never know what it's going to do, you know? Or it would be more like academic, you know? If anything. They're like an academic writing style. But now it's like AI has developed this And maybe it's just for the post. Like, maybe people have figured out the right prompts. So they say, write about this and that in the style of this kind of post. And people are using the same kind of prompt over and over. And so it writes this style. This, like, reflective, thoughtful, sentimental style. And it keeps having these little quirks to it that if you see it enough times, you'll be like, okay, yeah, that's definitely AI. Like, people aren't even writing that. Like, people do use those quirks, but not that much, you know? Not to that degree. Oops. Do I want to cover this up? You know, I don't care. It'll be fine. I don't think there's any spaces big enough to spawn any mobs right there. I like this music. I don't care that it's Christmas music. It's beautiful. I love it. Sometimes you feel like you're writing like an AI. Nah. Nah, man. Oh, I forgot about my coffee. Is it still good? Ah, it's lukewarm now. Darn it. You know what I need to get? I need to get like a little cup warmer for my coffee, so it stays warm for the whole stream. Because I haven't finished a cup of coffee in like months. I get halfway through it, then it's cold. Then I'm sad. Your long-winded rants about Minecraft stuff. No, you don't write like an AI. Trust me, you don't. You know. And I say that because I have a... I hope this doesn't sound like I'm tooting my own horn, but I have kind of an ear for pacing. You've probably seen it in some of my videos. Like, I have like a knack for timing. And so when I read these posts, and I can hear how they're paced, and they're all paced in the same way. It's not real. It's not real. It's fake. It's not. Yes, mind test noob. We need a new mind test noob video. The people demand a new mind test noob video. You know what? Vote for me for president, and there will be a new mind test noob. That's my promise to the American people. And to the people of the world, as a matter of fact. I'm gonna run out of dirt soon. I do have another chest, but I don't know. It might not be enough. Might have to go digging for dirt again. Lasagna. I haven't had lasagna in a while. Probably not since the last time my mom made it and I was at her house. Because I've never made lasagna. My wife hasn't made lasagna. Ooh, more iron. I keep hearing these mobs So there's a cave somewhere nearby. I'm probably gonna dig into it at some point, and it should be a new one, hopefully. I've been needing a new cave. Lasagna's hard to make. I always eat the store-bought ones. I've had those, yeah, plenty of times. They're usually not half bad. Not terrible, I suppose. I mean, they're nothing like the real deal, but you know, they're okay. Grass, yay! All right. Look out, pig. Need more dirt, and probably should probably make another. Oh, look at that. We got a stack of iron to work with here. Cool. I'll make a couple more pickaxes. Actually, I'll just make a few more. Move that out of the way. And we've got 6 pickaxes. Yeah. Not great, not terrible. Yeah, yeah. It's fine. It's a perfectly serviceable bachelor meal, basically. Oh, I forgot to grab the dirt. Hold on. I forgot to grab more dirt. Me, when you didn't get the reference, watch the Chernobyl HBO miniseries. Okay, I will go get the HBO, and then I will, no I won't, I'm sorry. It's not gonna happen. Look at that, I have no room left to put anything in this dang chest. Yes, I do, watch, I need dirt. Look at that, suddenly I have room in the chest. Alright, cool. Crazy to think on the 26th of April this year is the 40th anniversary of the disaster. Wow. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Hashtag never forget, you know? And it's still radioactive as all heck, isn't it? Like, isn't it going to be radioactive for 1,000 years or something? Like, we've actually invented a technology that can salt the Earth for 1,000 years. Create genetic deformities in all manner of creatures. It does feel kind of weird having Christmas music right now. Should I skip it? I don't know. Anywho, what else is there going on in life? Let me think. I got a raise at work recently. That was nice. Feels good, man. I might not starve. I might not end up homeless. Thank God. And Oh, and my running. I've still been doing the running thing. Doing the mile a day challenge. Going a mile every day. Usually running, sometimes walking or whatever. You get raises, we get the opposite cuts. Oh, jeez. That sucks. That's ridiculous. Can't even imagine. Like, if I actually got a pay cut, I would cry. I'd go to my landlord and be like, hey, I'm going to give you a pay cut now. Because I got a pay cut and, you know what they say. Shit rolls downhill. Somehow I don't think that would work that way, you know? Somehow I imagine that if I got a pay cut, the landlord would still, they would probably raise my rent. They'd be like, oh, you know, times are hard. Screw you. Yeah, so I feel a little bit better about that, and we've been, oh, that's right, today I need to, I've got a credit card debt situation on my hands because of how expensive last year was, for many reasons. But, I'm gonna, we've stabilized this month. We managed to stabilize things, my wife and I. And I'll be paying every Friday. I'm trying to pay $200 off on the credit card every Friday, which should take care of the problem in about half a year, maybe, in theory. And then after that, I might be able to think about, you know, the possibility of looking for a new car at that point. My old car is still rolling, though. I'm proud of it. It's a good car. It's just I can't, right now I can't afford to fix it in any way. So if anything goes wrong, I'm screwed. Seriously, if my car broke down tomorrow, I'd be walking to work on Monday. Or Tuesday, or whenever it is. Or riding my bicycle, or taking an Uber or something, I don't know. Because I certainly want to be able to afford to go fix the problem. It's a good car, very reliable, but every time it has a problem, it's like, yeah, that'll be $800. So at this point, I just hold my breath and pray that the hand of God sustains the poor thing. It's almost 300,000 miles. It's a trooper. Hello, chicken. Look at that. They're starting to spawn down here, too. It should help spread the animal spawnage out a little bit. This is going to be a beautiful field of grass down here in this massive cave that I've dug. Chickens. I wouldn't mind walking to work if work was closer. I like walking. Walking is nice. But then again, maybe having to walk to work would kind of ruin the joy of walking. I don't know. To become like a job. Like part of the job. part of the job that I, of course, would not be getting paid for. Chicken. We're almost finished with this part. It's gonna be here soon. And we can go outside. Haven't been outside in this world like all week. Just been digging and digging and digging. Diggy diggy hole. Diggy diggy hole. My arm is getting tired. My left arm is getting tired. I'm just pressing WASD. I'm playing too much craft. Too much Minecraft. I think I need to move my computer a little bit closer. I actually had to replace the... I have a fan that sits underneath my computer in addition to the actual laptop fan. Because it's I do all this on a laptop, so you guys know. I've been doing this on a laptop since 2021, I think. I mean, since the beginning, but this is the laptop I bought back in like 2020 or something. It was 2020. Yeah, because it was Indev in the Minecraft 10 years ago series. But yeah, I have a little external fan. I had to replace it just yesterday. I had bought a replacement like a couple of years ago because the fan was starting to act up. And finally yesterday I got to the point where I couldn't get it to stop rattling. It was like, oh, I guess it's time. Like, it wasn't just rattling, it was like speeding up and slowing down randomly. I'm like, oh, this thing is having electrical problems. Maybe it's time to replace it at long last. So at long last I have replaced the thing. And it sounds... This new one, like, as soon as I put it, I was like, I haven't heard it sound that smooth in years. Let's get some iron. And kill all these dang cows. For the crime of getting in my way. Well, and I've been watching Hey Arnold at work. Because I can. I love it. It's like my favorite. I like all them 90s cartoons. They're good times. '70s and '80s cartoons are hit or miss. Oh, did you know they're coming out with a He-Man movie? Go look it up. It's called Masters of the Universe. Okay. Also, MGM Studios is now owned by Amazon. I didn't know that until I watched the trailer. It's now called Amazon MGM Studios. It's kind of depressing. Oh, there's gonna be cows everywhere getting in my way. Go away. This is what happens when you place grass. You get animals in the way. But if you don't place grass, it just looks like a depressing cave warehouse. Oh, I need more dirt. I used up all that dirt. Oh, that's just wild. That was a lot of dirt. That was a whole row of dirt. Yeah, let's just put this away. All that dirt gone in moments. Mere moments. This is like economy simulator right here. You spend huge amounts of time grinding, saving money. And then this happens. Like, it took, the amount of time it took to get this dirt versus the amount of time it took to place it, very different amounts of time. Alrighty. I'm skipping this music. Oh, here we go. Get some... Got some Pringles? Nice. Nice. My wife and I bought potato chips for the weekend. Just to have some snacks. Because despite the lack of anything resembling a winter storm, ice storm, snowstorm, any of the above, there is a real, supposedly, there is a real chance that it will be, everything will be iced over on Monday morning. Which means ain't nobody going anywhere around here. So we might have ourselves a situation. And there's also the chance of power outages if things get iced over. Right now, I don't think anything's going to happen because it's not that cold. It's below freezing, but it's not that cold. Actually, it might be above freezing already. I don't know. Heck yeah, dude. Super lo-fi world. I love it. Oh, my back. My back. I've been neglecting to do stretching with my runs. Yeah, I was talking about my runs earlier. I forgot. God, I need to be more consistent with the stretches. I did the stretches yesterday and it felt great. But yeah, the running past couple days has been rough. It got cold. I got tired. I might do better today, who knows? We'll see. It's kind of random. Some days feel great, some days don't. Like this music. Why am I so nostalgic for old games that I barely experienced as a child? Like, I wasn't even alive when the Super Nintendo was the main thing, you know? But that's like my favorite console, just because I remember it. I played it when I was really little. I didn't even play it that much when I was little. There was like a year period in my life when I was playing the Super Nintendo. But it left a major impression on me. That whole aesthetic of the Super Nintendo and the style of games and everything. I think it's my favorite era of gaming, the 16-bit era. Like, if I had to choose, you know? Like, there's definitely other stuff that I like, but if I had to choose, in terms of console gaming. Like, if I really had to choose among all games, like, obviously Minecraft. Like, obviously that's my favorite game. Clearly, because that's the one I play constantly. You grew up with no consoles because poverty. Okay, when I say I had this console, it wasn't mine. Okay. It was the console they had at the group home that I lived in at the time. Because you weren't studying. Oh no. So you had no consoles. Ugh. You gotta get comfortable in this chair. Look at all this. Just blowing through dirt. I really hope I don't run out again. This room is exactly 75 blocks wide, by the way, at the moment. It's a fun fact. So apparently it takes about 75 blocks for fog to show up. Yeah, I like to listen to... Some of my favorite is Nest Drunk. He has 7 of them now. But it's a series of videos called 3 Hours of Relaxing Super Nintendo Music. And he's been releasing them every Christmas for 7 years. It's like at some point you gotta run out, right? At some point there's only so many games. There's only so many music tracks that you can find. But somehow he's managed to squeeze out 7 of these things. Angry Video Game Nerd. I remember that, kinda. I watched 1 or 2 of his videos back in the day. I think I watched his Home Alone episode. Didn't he have Macaulay Culkin as a guest star on that one? I don't remember. But he might have. I seem to remember him guest starring on something like that. That was when Macaulay Culkin was still in his weird era. I've heard that he's kind of gotten better lately. Like he's got whatever he was working through, he seems to have adjusted. Supposedly, is what I've heard. Remember that video way back when of Macaulay Culkin just eating a slice of cheese pizza? You can find it on YouTube. Just Macaulay Culkin eating a slice of cheese pizza. That's the video. That's the whole video. He doesn't say a word during the whole video. He just kind of slowly. I think for the first like minute of the video, he just looks at the pizza. He just kind of like moves it around with his hand, and eventually he starts eating it. And he slowly eats it. This whole video. You know, he wipes his mouth with a napkin at the end, and that's it. That's just the whole thing. It's so weird. I haven't had pizza in a while. And I probably won't for a while. One of those things that it's become like a rare treat. I can't eat that stuff on a regular basis anymore. It just messes up my innards so bad. I miss when I was younger and I could just eat whatever I wanted. It was no big deal. Remember those days? When your body just did not care. But those days are long gone. The running is helping though. It's helping me feel better. Health-wise, you know. Again, I'm learning that running is going to have its ups and downs. Like, past couple days have been a down in terms of the running thing. But there's a few days ago, I made a personal best of 8:39, and the first half mile like wasn't even a big deal. I was like, oh, I'm just doing it. I'm just cruising along. It was weird. It was a weird feeling. Yeah, there's definitely a cave around here somewhere. I'll probably run into it as I'm digging out this side. So I'll probably dig out this side first before that side, just so I can run into this cave and go check it out. Because clearly it hasn't been lit up. It's definitely got some mobs, so it's got, I think it might be a new system, or at least a major new branch, hopefully. Because I found some little caves down here, but it's just stuff I've already been to, mostly. Excuse me, chicken. I'm sorry. Animal cruelty on stream. PETA would not approve. I was sitting in the bathroom the other day, and I noticed that the soap that my wife and I use is PETA approved. I'm like, I wonder if that's even a good thing, because I don't know what this crap is made out of. I've seen those soap commercials for like Dr. Squatch or whatever, and then telling you about the nasty chemicals that soap is made out of. I'm out of dirt! I'm out of dirt! You can't be kidding me. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Wow. I collected so much dirt, and then just like that, it's gone. But this is all going to be grass soon. It's going to be great. Okay, so I've got to get some dirt. I'm just going to go find some dirt somewhere. Here we go. Here's some dirt I can dig up. Yes, there are dirt blobs all around me, yes. But I'm not ready to start messing with those walls yet. It's like, once I get started, I won't be able to stop, okay. I'll just mess with something else for now. Something I'm not really as concerned about at the moment. There we go. I think there's some iron here, but it's in the column. I don't know if I want to... I don't know what I want to do with these columns. I might make them cobble or something. I don't know. But for now, they're just... Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. You may have noticed that this side of the columns is just completely smooth stone. That's because the columns were actually... the wall was here. The wall was right here before, and these torches were against the wall. But I realized that to get the kind of symmetry I wanted, because this was a 4-block space, and that messed up where my lights were gonna go, which would have made it more complicated to deal with things in the corner. So I just pushed this entire inner ring wall out by 1 block, this way and that way and that way, and that solved the problem. But the result is that, yeah, I placed smooth stone on this side, so this is all smooth stone completely. So I might replace this all this dirt with smooth stone too. So, but yeah, I just got some more dirt. Let's go place it. I could have gotten it from that column too, but whatever. It's not like this is the last dirt I'm gonna need to place. There will be more dirt to be dug later on. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the last one. There we go. And that's all going to turn to grass. Might take an hour. It'll be done. Amazing. And then maybe I'll place some trees or something. Again, I might move the trees down. For now, I want to switch gears completely and like go outside. Not go outside and touch grass, because clearly I can touch grass inside my base just fine. But I want to touch maybe something besides grass, like water or fresh air. Something along those lines, you know? So, oh, I gotta put some stone away first before I go anywhere. I want to go find a pig out in the wild and put a saddle on it. And use the stick. So I'm pretty sure I have a saddle or two somewhere. Yes, I have several saddles. Grab this. Let's grab the boat. What else do I really need? Not much. String away. Put this coal away. Should I bring torches? I probably should bring torches. Just regardless. Just a general safety precaution. Cool. And a few pieces of wood can't hurt too. Dirt, dirt, dirt. Yeah, but look at that. There's my dirt now. This is absurd. Okay, is it dark? It is dark. Well, that's okay. Let's go see where the sun is right now. Always have torches on hand. Rule number 1. Yeah, it's just never want to be caught without torches. You never know what's gonna happen. Okay, it's nighttime right now. So let me go back inside. Let me actually go do something real quick. Ow. That's right. I should bring food. Let's see. So I don't really need my golden shovel slash hoe right now. Even though, as we know, a golden hoe always drops a seed. We don't need that right now, so. Oh, I could go fishing. I haven't done that yet. What the heck? I'm gonna go fishing. Real quick. I could put a pond down there somewhere. Just one of many things. Look at the moon. Look at the moon. Yeah, I just haven't gone fishing yet. I haven't bothered. So, let's try it. Intense, action-packed gameplay. Let's go. Mm-hmm. 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 Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. I got a fish. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I got a fish. I got a fish. I got a fish. Look at that. I got a fish. I got a fish. Oh, look, it's behind me. That's funny. It's great. I got a fish. Hooray. Awesome. I did it, guys. I went fishing. Let's do it one more time. Let's look at the stars. You can see some foliage over there. That star going behind it. That's cool. I got another fish, and it went flying behind me again. Nice. Alright. Oop. Let's go. Let's go somewhere. I'll place a torch on that shore. Just to have a little bit. Wait, why is there... Why did I place a torch over there? I really don't know. Nah. Boom, boom. I like this one. This one's awesome. Follow me torches. Once again, I did not bring the compass. But I had the torches. I'll be fine. I'm familiar with this area at this point. I've been here a couple times. I just want to find a pig out here somewhere. Go test it out. Looks like we'll get here just in time for sunrise. Oh, and there's the cool cliff over there. The cool terrain, the epic terrain. Like that we're playing aquatic ambiance while on the water. That's kind of cool. Let's go to the tree over here. You know what, this tree needs a name, and I know exactly what to name it. And 12 points to you if you get the reference. So I'm gonna make a sign real quick. The reference is a little bit obscure. But if you get it, you get it. You know? Mighty Pete. That's the name of the tree now. And we'll have a torch. Mighty Pete. Alrighty, let's go find a pig. I really do want to do something in this area at some point. Whether it happens on or off camera. At some point it'll probably be on camera, one of these streams. Because even if I go back to Indev Plus, I'll probably switch back over here every now and then. This is some cool terrain around here, though. Oh, look at that tree. It's cool. Look at this valley. This valley's nice. I'm gonna go hang out in this valley for a minute. This is cool. How do I get down without breaking my legs? Look at that. Look at it. Do you guys see what I see? Just that it's like a wall just sticking up from the rest of the terrain. I'm gonna go check this out. Let's go look at this up close. This is kind of funny looking. I just realized I haven't found a snow biome around here yet. Although snow biomes are pretty rare. Based? What's based? Oh, look at that cave entrance. That's cool. There's that dude just on fire right down there. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Let's see it from a different angle. Ow. This terrain is a little bit treacherous. There's like no pigs around here though. Nice. It's just look at this. It's like, what does it remind me of? It reminds me of Super Mario 64, the brick that you fight, or the paving stone, or wherever that thing is that you fight in one of the first levels. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of that. Nope. Gotta get down carefully. Okay. Where are all the pigs? Man. Animals really are very spread out, normally. I got so used to them being all cramped together in my little cave base, but... normally, yeah, they're like way spread out. Not quite daylight yet. Or not quite noon, I mean. What am I trying to say? Not quite noon. Seriously, just no pigs? What on earth? The one time I specifically want to find pigs. Look, I have seen all 3 other mobs. Why are there no pigs around here? Oh, there's a pig. There's a pig. I see him. Come here, you. We're going on an adventure. Ha. Yep, very nice. Okay, where's my stick? Ha. Yeah. Oh, I control the pig now. And the pig is fast. It's like riding a horse. It's kind of floaty. Feels kind of... Is it kind of floaty or is it just an illusion? I don't know. The jumping is very... Jumping is kind of stiff. But what do you expect? It's alpha, you know? This is awesome. I ride my mighty steed. Let's go up this hill over here, piggy. There's another pig. Look at that. Sorry, pig. This pig has been chosen. Look at this. This is great. There's a desert over here. Yes, this is the mod's version of sprinting. It's nice. Yep. Oh. Yeah, this pig is kind of floaty. It's not just me. Okay. It does have a little bit of ice physics going on. It's balanced because you can't switch to weapons without the pig immediately disobeying. Yeah, that makes sense. I think this is an old desert because I don't see any dead bushes. Alright, how can I get down this hill? Yep. Without injuring my pig. It's a nice looking desert. Okay, there's a dead bush, so that's new desert. Music has changed. What is this? Oh, sure. Dead bushes everywhere. Yeah. Okay. How far do I want to go? I don't know. It is going to get dark. I know home's that way. I don't know. Let's just see what we can do here. Might be riding home under cover of darkness. But my curiosity compels me to go further. Especially with all the speed I've got right now. Like, man. Whoa. Buddy. Whoa. This sure is interesting. So like look at my tools. What are they doing? What is this? Oh, this is great. Alpha jank. Let me try to like set something underneath myself. Oh boy. It's not helping, is it? I can dig, but it's slow. I can't pick up the blocks. Look at my tool just like move to the left and to the right. That is weird. That is like a new experience right there. Can I eat this bread? I sure can. Look at that. I'm full health and I've got like, what are the hearts doing? Is that new? Is that a new thing they do? I haven't seen that yet. I haven't noticed it. Bye, Peg. I miss you. Yeah, I know. I know I need to log out. I'm enjoying the experience. It was interesting. Alright, come here, Pig. Oh boy. Yeah, there's like a bad spot around here somewhere. Try to avoid it. What's Oh, nightfall is coming. Should probably run home. But I don't wanna. I wanna keep exploring. This is cool. But yeah, I better go home. Alright, let's turn around, Pig. Let's try to go home. Try to avoid that chunk where I just got messed up. Oh, dear. Oh, shoot. Here we go. Excuse me, Pig. Oh, this music with this this dark desert is kind of cool looking. Kind of a cool combination. Me riding my mighty steed across the desert. That look like in third person. Wait, my skin. My skin is gone. What the heck? Where's my skin? Okay, my skin's back. That was weird. Alright, pig, we have to say goodbye. Actually, we just need to swim first. My pig can swim. That's cool. Pig is actually a pretty good swimmer. He can swim pretty fast. I could practically just go home like this. Yes. It is fitting indeed. If you get inside a bad chunk, you lose your skin. Okay, that's why. Uh-oh. I'm being shot at. I might actually have to ride this thing home, because there might be no place safe to land. To get in my boat. Thanks. Yeah, I'm probably going to end the stream here soon. Yeah, once I get back home. Best legacy sus mod indeed. Yeah. In this house, it's called Alpha Recrafted, but you're forgiven for making a very common mistake. By the way, this pig, will it like despawn? Will I lose my saddle? Do I have to get a new saddle? I mean, it's no big deal if I do. It makes sense, but you can't get back on land. You have to unequip the rod. Oh, okay. Okay, no worries. It's okay. I have a myself a little speedboat here. Look at him go. Oh, I just went. How did I end up going the wrong direction? I do not know. Boom. We'll drop the saddle if it dies. Okay, let's go. Okay, I just turned around and went the wrong way. Wow. Home is this way. I got turned around. Don't know how that happened. Oh well. We're heading home now. Bum bum. Ba-da-ba-dum bum bum bum. I really hope it happens to snow on Sunday evening. Because my wife still hasn't seen like a real snowfall. One time we got these very faint flurries late last year. And that's the only snow she's ever seen. So I hope we get at least a little bit of actual snowfall. You can see it. She's been wanting to see it. So. I wonder if the pig will drown. Do pigs drown? Because, like, would you or Notch have bothered to program that, considering that they don't... Only a player could force them to stay underwater. Could put them in that kind of a situation, you know, where they can't get above the water. That's a very specific situation to program for. So I don't know. I don't know if these things have air meters or not. They do drown? Okay. Okay, I was just wondering if they did, because like it wouldn't naturally happen to them because they normally swim. The player would have to like manipulate them under the water. Manipulate them under the water somehow and get them stuck. Alright, pig. This pig is probably going to die on those cactus in seconds. But that's okay. So I can't get on land. That's interesting. Alright. See ya, pig. I'm just going to let you hang out, I guess. I don't know if you'll probably despawn. I don't really know. I have more saddles. It's not like I need to collect the things or anything. So if I lose the saddle, I lose the saddle. But I am going to end the stream. It is that time. So I guess I'll end it here with my new buddy. Buddy here. I'll end the stream with your buddy. You're my new buddy. We're gonna end the stream together, okay? Ready? Alright. Anyhow, I want to thank you guys very much for coming to this stream, whether live or you watch it afterward. Oh, he won't despawn. Okay. Sorry, I missed that part. Anywho. But yeah, thank you for coming to this stream, whether you watch it live or later on. If you enjoyed it, I hope you'll hit that like button, or maybe even that subscribe button. That'd be pretty darn cool, if you ask me. And if you really like what I'm doing on this channel, there is a Patreon link in the description that you may click or not click at your discretion. But either way, I will see you next time when we get into some more block game goodness. This has been Steelcat, and I'm out.